Again, يا شباب, we talk about linking words. Linking words, as we said, they have two different shapes. We have the fanboys and the adverbial conjunctions. And the fanboys are, as we said, for and nor, but, or, yet, so. Adverbial conjunctions like however, nonetheless, alternatively, instead, otherwise, in contrast, furthermore, additionally, moreover, in addition, likewise, similarly, consequently, subsequently, for this reason, therefore, as a result, hence. But before I proceed with this lesson, I would like to ask you a question. Do you think there is a similarity between the sentence, the words here, and the words here, and the words here? In other words, I can say, why do you think I'm writing these three columns this way? Do you think there is a similarity, for example, between however, nonetheless, alternatively, and a similarity between furthermore, additionally, moreover, and a similarity between consequently, subsequently, for this reason? What do you think, guys? Very good, ya Yusuf. Yes, exactly. The group that has, however, links sentences that have contradiction. So whenever you have two sentences that show contradiction, use either of these words. The other group is about continual. When you continue on the same level, for example, when you say a positive thing, then another positive thing, we use either of these words. Again, we have cause and effect. If the sentence before and the sentence after have this cause and effect relationship, we use either of these words. Type. There are two main things you have to consider while picking the correct linking word or transition word. When you choose a linking word, make sure first to understand the relationship between the two sentences. What do I mean by relationship? Do these sentences have the relationship of contradiction, cause and effect, or continuum? That's the first thing. So the first thing to consider is the relationship. The second thing is also make sure to use the correct punctuation. So we're talking about meaning and punctuation before you pick furthermore, or however, or consequently, or but, or yet, or so. We have to check the meaning of the two sentences and the relationship, then the punctuation. Let's see in detail, meaning and punctuation. Let's focus on meaning first. By this example, you will get to know what I mean by the word meaning. Let me first erase this one. Okay, right. She hated so many things about her profession as a teacher. Let's think of this example, Shabab. I need to complete this sentence with one of these additions. She didn't like to wake up early. She retired at an early age. She enjoyed meeting her students outside the classroom. She hated everything about teaching. Right. Let's choose from these words, however, therefore, in fact, for example. Let's ask ourselves first, if I'm going to link this sentence to this one, first, as I told you, we have to understand the relationship between this and this. Let's think together. What's the relationship between this part and this sentence? The sentence says she hated so many things about her profession as a teacher. And this sentence says she didn't like to wake up early. What is this in relation to this? Is it an example or a tradition, sorry, or a cause and effect? Is it an emphasis? Is it a contradiction or what? What do you think this is? Okay. Very good, ya Judy. No, ya Omar. Omar Benna, no. Very good, ya Yusuf. MashaAllah. Yes, very, very good. Very, very good. Yes. Didn't like to wake up early is one thing among many things she didn't like. So it's an example for the things she didn't like. So in this case, I will use, for example, as a linking word. Why did I pick, for example? Because by reading, I understood that the relationship between the two sentences is that one of them gives an example on the first one or the other one. Type. If I'm going to link this sentence again, but this time I'm going to link it to this sentence here. She hated so many things about her profession as a teacher. She retired at an early age. What relationship is there, ya shabab? So that I can pick the correct linking word. No, ya Hannah, this time is not correct. Very good, ya Muhammad, ya Magdi. Very good, ya Yusuf. Yusuf Said, very good. Okay. As it seems here, she retired at an early age. Don't you think she retired at an early age because she hated so many things about her profession as a teacher? I believe so. No, ya Omar. I believe so. So this was an effect of this cause. So the relationship between these two sentences is cause and effect. Very good, ya Judy, this time. Very good, Habibti. Okay, cause and effect, in which case I will go for the word therefore. She hated so many things about her profession as a teacher. Therefore, she retired at an early age. Right. Let's link this sentence again, this one here, to this sentence this time. She hated so many things about her profession as a teacher. She enjoyed. Guys, do you see the contradiction here? She hated, she enjoyed. Don't you think there is a contradiction here? In which case I would go for, mashallah, everyone got it right. Everyone got it right, mashallah. Yes, correct.
However.
Yes, very good, ya Omar. Thank you. However, type. What relationship is there between this sentence and this sentence here, the last one? She hated everything about teaching. She did not only hate many things, she hated actually everything. I think she's right. No, this is not continually, Muhammad. This is emphasis. She is not only on this level, she is even on that one. Very good, ya Omar. Very good, ya Yusuf. Very good, Albanian. What's your name? The one from Albania. What's your name? Or shall I call you Albanian and that's it? Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, Ari, your name? Okay. Doesn't sound familiar, but I'll try to memorize it. Okay. In fact, she hated everything about teaching. That's the word that fits logically between the two sentences. Let's go deeper and see again. Now we come to punctuation. We discussed and practiced how to pick a linking word based on the relationship between the two sentences and the meaning of the word, and you all did it right, mashallah. Let's move on and see how the punctuation works. Again, remember we have fanboys and adverbial conjunctions. Here are the fanboys. Here are the verbal conjunctions. With fanboys, we just use a comma like this. She's a great teacher, but her students don't like her way. As you see here, she's a great teacher. That's a positive thing. Her students don't like her way. That's a negative thing. So there's a contradiction. That's why I used but. And but is one of the fanboys. That's why I use a comma before but. If I use the same sentence with however, we use a semicolon before the adverbial conjunction. Let's see the example. She's a great teacher. However, her students don't like her. Or I can also use a full stop. She's a great teacher, full stop. However, comma, her students don't like her. It's the same. These two sentences are exactly the same as this one. The only difference is here I used one of the fanboys. That's why I picked a comma. Here I used one of the adverbial conjunctions. That's why I picked a semicolon or full stop and a comma after. There's a case where the adverbial conjunctions come between two commas. Let's look at this example. She's a great teacher. Her students, however, don't like her. If you can see here, the word however comes between two commas. Why? Can somebody tell me why? What's different here between this sentence and this one? Yes, Hannah. Ari. Very good, ya Yusuf. Okay, in a nutshell, ya shabab, in conclusion, let's say in short, in simplified form of explanation, I can say that the word, however, here is in the middle of the sentence, after the subject and before the verb. But here, it's before the subject and the verb. Here, it's before the subject and the verb. Since it comes before the subject and the verb, or let's say in the beginning of the sentence, we use semicolon or full stop. If it comes in the middle of the sentence, we use 2 commas to surround it. In all cases, a comma should follow. Let's practice more to understand deeper. TV shows nowadays have become increasingly trivial. So I decided not to watch them. Is this sentence correct, or should we do something to correct it? Is the sentence correct as it is? Okay, very good, very good, very good, mashallah. Very, very good. Yusuf, Hannah, everyone, you're great, mashallah, mashallah. Very, very good.
Should use comma.
Yes, yes, Shabab, it's wrong because here I have so, and so is one of the fanboys. And as we said, we link 2 complete sentences with comma and fanboys, not semicolon and fanboys. How about this one? African parks are amazing. However, not many people are allowed to go there. Is this sentence correct? Yes, you're right. It's wrong. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Very good, yeah, Yusuf, but there is also another thing missing. That's right, ya Omar, but another thing missing. Very good, yeah, Judy, but still something is missing. Here is the answer. You see, however, semicolon before and a comma after, ya Shabab. Those who said only semicolon, you forgot about the comma. Very good, ya Hannah. Very good, ya Habibti, mashallah. Very, very good. All right. How about this example? When on duty, you're not totally free. However, you are not allowed to use your phone. I want you to think of the relationship between the 2 sentences, this one and this one, and ask yourself, does the word, however, fits logically between the 2 sentences here? I'm not talking about punctuation now. I think the punctuation is right. Muhammad Yusuf, you're right. Very good, Johanna. No, ya Omar, it's not about punctuation at all. Okay, it's wrong, ya Shabab. You know why it's wrong? Because I don't see contradiction between the 2 sentences. The first sentence here says, when on duty, you're not totally free. That's very general. You're not allowed to use your phone. That's a specific example on something I'm not allowed to do. Something that makes me not totally free. It's not about, okay, it's not about punctuation at all. So let's see here. For example, because actually I'm giving an example on something I'm not allowed to do, not using my phone. Okay, so the correct word, it was about meaning, actually, not punctuation. How about this one? Weather conditions are changing, so we have to wait until we hear the weather forecast. Is this sentence correctly used concerning punctuation and meaning? Good, Hannah. Very good, Habibti, mashallah. Very good, ya Yusuf, ya Wael. Very good. Correct, ya Muhammad, mashallah. Yes, ya Shabab. The meaning here requires so, and so it's one of the fanboys, and fanboys are preceded by a comma, and that's exactly what's happening. So the sentence is correct as it is, mashallah. Everyone has done great so far. Type. I think we still have a long way to go, and I don't want to bother you much because some people started to drop out. So I think we would stop here, okay? And we may continue next time, inshallah.